Hi guys, I'm back again for the weekly oracle reading. For those of you who are just tuning in, welcome. I'm Anne, and in this video, I'm going to be giving a general love reading focusing on divine counterparts that includes soulmates, twin flames, twin rays, and all love relationships. I invite you to stay tuned and watch. I'm sure there's a message for you. Let me just move back a little bit. You can see the cards a little bit. There we go. Okay, so I have the cards separated. Divine masculine, divine feminine. As you guys can see, basically the cards that don't necessarily you have to look onto one side over the other. Whatever resonates with you, take what does and leave what doesn't. Basically, we have divine masculine, divine feminine inside, all of us. So the first card that I got was the Eight of Hearts, codependency for the divine masculine. Now, divine masculine has been going through a lot of changes. We've been seeing a transition, transformation, a lot of things happening, but there's a sense of codependency. Codependency is not necessarily that you're waiting for somebody or looking onto somebody all the time. It's mainly because you're not doing things for yourself. That's basically what it is. It's not because somebody did that to you. It's mainly because the codependency that you have is within inside yourself. You're not looking at things brighter. So the divine masculine needs to start opening themselves up to new beginnings, new changes, things that are coming through, but it seems like they're hiding and, hiding from something that could be something very beautiful. So if you're involved in a relationship and this person just doesn't seem like they're communicating, maybe it's time for you to get a little bit more in depth with that person and speak what you feel, because many times you're not the one or they're not the one speaking up. So the codependency could be something that you have, or you're relying on them to speak up. You're relying on them to say everything, or vice versa. So like I said, it's going both ways. You have to decide what you need to do. If your relationship just seems like it just keeps going hot and cold, well, it's something you have to think about. You have to have a sit down. You really do have to talk about these things. Divine masculine has fear. And, when I say fear, I don't mean they're afraid of, the world. Okay, yeah, the world right now is in the middle of a pandemic. Yeah, we don't want to get anything. We don't want to get sick. But we're not really afraid. We're just cautious, and that's the way to be. Fear is another word for that. It's more of like they fear something inside themselves. Instead of, being the person that they want to be, they're codependent because they're hiding behind fear. And fear is not a good thing. Fear can range from all sorts of things, and it can actually invite more fear and anxiety. So divine masculine right now has to stop putting so much pressure with fear-based energies. Fear can come from the one little tiny seed you plant inside your mind and then grow into something that you're a full-blown an anxiety or a panic attack. I know it happens sometimes, but you have to just calm yourself. You have to remain grounded. That's where the codependency. So it's more of like working on yourself. This is a time for divine masculine to work on themselves, and that's what these cards are saying. You need to just start looking at what you're doing in your life and, take action. This is a time to take action. The Lovers, union. So this is a beautiful card. And it's an extreme card. I know. I looked at it too. But you know what? It's beautiful. You look at the meaning behind it, love. So there's a union with divine masculine. Divine masculine wants the union, wants closeness, wants, all of that. Though they feel sometimes, in a way where they can't get it because they're relying on something that they have inside. I can't take it to that level because it's just not going to work. It can't work for me. I can't do it that way because they're so codependent on, something, and they just don't see what they need to do. Having the gratitude and just giving the love what they have is all was what makes a relationship work. When you look at your partner, their relationship, and you say, wow, they've done so much for me, or I just appreciate having them in my life. The union can happen. See, having gratitude, guys, having gratitude of what you want, what you need, can actually bring up a whole lot of new energy, a new beginning, something brand new. But if it's always being held back, it's never going to work. It's not going to. It's always going to feel like something is missing. it's a time where you have to just find something inside your heart, what your heart is telling you, and just go for it. You have plans. You want these things to work out. You want these things to move forward. You have visualization of the future with this person, but it seems like this person just is not working out, or this person is just not seeing you for who you are. Then it's a time to re-examine and re-evaluate, what you're doing. Maybe you didn't do anything wrong, but sometimes ego, and that's a big factor with divine masculines as well. Ego always puts them into a place. So don't put too much pressure on yourself. They may have the ego too. So two people with ego makes things run very, how could I say, a little chaotic. And you know what? That happens. Divine feminine, use your intuition. Use what? Oh, sorry, my nose is itching. Divine masculine, divine feminines, use your intuition. Many years ago, we used to say that's a confirmation when your nose itches. I don't know, it's just itchy. Intuition, high priestess, telling you to trust into it. What is being given to you right now? What is telling you right now? Your heart wants this. Your heart knows that this person is the one. This person is meant for you. But why isn't it going in the direction that you want it to? Have the faith. Faith can make a whole lot of differences with a relationship because you trust into what your heart is saying. Your intuition. Intuition, you know what intuition is? It's another form of saying psychic ability. Maybe you don't think you're psychic, but you are. Everybody has it. It's the psychic abilities that we're given with. Sometimes we just can't develop them properly, but we feel it. We have this notion. We just know. We have a gut feeling. You want to call it whatever you want to call it, but it is still psychic ability. You know what you know. And if something is telling you to stick it out with this relationship, just give it a little more time. They're going through something. She doesn't know where she's at, or she's coming back, or he's coming back, or vice versa. You know what? You have to go with your gut. I can't be the one telling you this. It's a message to given to you. Also, maybe it's the opposite. Maybe it could be that it's time to move on because you got this feeling telling you it's not right now. This is telling you that have the faith. Believe in your heart. Believe in your heart, because when you believe in your heart, you believe that intuition. If you keep saying, oh, that's wishful thinking, well, then everything is wishful thinking. We all want wishful thinking. I believe in miracles. I believe in love. I believe in, just the whole 9 yards of what is being given to me. I believe in my heart. Sometimes things don't seem the way I want them to be, and it seems like that's never going to happen. No, I believe. I really do. And that's just the way I am. I'm not saying you need to be that way, but it's good to have the faith. I strongly recommend to, examine, take a notepad, look at all the good and all the pros and cons in your relationship. I know, how do we rate a relationship? I'm more than sure that one thing is going to dominate all those cons, all those negatives, and that's love. And that's the connection. That's what I pay attention to. I don't pay attention to, well, this person is just not giving to me. This person is just not going to work. If I thought like that with my husband, he was all the way in France, we didn't speak the same language. We used to give sign language to each other. We had to learn how to understand each other. And that went on for a while, guys. And, I have people telling me, what would a guy in Paris, France want with someone in Cleveland, Ohio, and real good looking? My point is that I believed in my heart. And plus we had 9/11 at the time hurting our plans to get together because we didn't even meet. So my point is, guys, when you believe, you have trust, you have faith, you know what's going to happen, you feel it, no matter what the circumstances is, you have to hold on. That's basically a message for somebody. Not everybody has the same, like I said, but this is also surrendering the fear-based energies, surrendering negativity, surrendering whatever is causing you not to have those feelings of love and believe and faith. Because new beginnings. You see how these cards are just coming in and, they're totally different cards, tarot and oracle cards, and they match up. I love because the words are written on the bottom so you guys can see. It's beautiful. The 10 of angels. Okay. And you know what? That's something you need to pay attention to. Surrendering, letting go, releasing. Sometimes it just doesn't feel like it's going to work, or it just feels like it's just not going to happen. Surrender to fear, surrender to negativity, surrender what other people keep trying to plant in your mind. Yeah, maybe they're your friends, and if you were on the other end, and if someone was telling you something in this area, whatever you're going through, you'd say, yeah, I guess I could believe what they're saying. Yeah, but I believe in what my heart says, and what I feel for this person, and what is being given to me, and what they say my divine counterpart says to me. You have to believe in your heart. So a lot of energy, a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions, especially now when it's coming close to, the love holiday. Love holiday is not necessarily meaning it's just for you and your sweetheart. Remember, I'll talk about it next time about, bringing in love, because love is what you are made of. Without love, we can't function. Without the light. That's why I always say love and light, because love and light is everything for us. So I hope that this reading resonated with you. I know there was a lot of messages here. I felt it. And a lot of things came up for me as well. Take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't. Maybe if you watch this video again, there might be more messages coming to you. That's why I always suggest to take notes when you are watching any reading video, because it's important. You might lose the message that comes through, and you might read it later and say, oh, that's what she was talking about, or he was talking about. That's what I do all the time. So if you'd like to get your own personalized reading, I do offer phone, chat, and email readings. The links are down in the description area, and you can get any one of those readings. And I try to get first come, first serve. I don't have, priority so much, like as in, except I do for the live readings, I do get them quicker than the email readings. Email readings are more for convenience. So basically it's first come, first serve, just letting you know. Also check out my blog articles. I have several about soulmates, twin flames, and, just to give you a better understanding, because that's what I want to do. That's my goal here. That's why I'm doing this. It's a positive energy exchange. And I always say this to you guys. I love you all for, just being there. I hope we can, communicate. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments area. Reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook. I love hearing from you all. I just don't know who everybody is. I know usernames. I don't know pictures, but, just tell me you saw me on YouTube, or, you know me, or you've been, watching me, or whatever. I love it. I love it. And I just want to say welcome all my new subscribers and followers. I love you guys too. So I think that's it. So until next time, God be with you all. Namaste.